I am Steve Dudash, IHT Wealth Management. Welcome to this week's Wealthcast. It's been a little while. Done a lot of other media stuff over the last month, but I think it was important to get back out and do one of these videos and get it out to all of our people so that they, just know where we're at, know our perspectives on what's going on with things, see if we can help you or help each other in any given way through this. So this one might be a little bit longer, but please understand why. First and foremost, this has been first on a lot of levels for a lot of us. One, I'm out of my house right now. Two, I've got smaller children, and so I've been doing a lot of the teaching because our schools have been closed, like many people out there, schools. And shout out to all the teachers out there. It's not an easy job. It's not, but we've gotten through it. Other firsts, I let my wife after a while break down, and I let her cut my hair, and that was an experience too. But we'll get through that as well. Like we're going to get through everything else. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Before all this, we talk about the firm a little bit, and then we'll talk about your guys' situation. Before all this really started to snowball, so this maybe about 6 weeks ago, sat down with our firm, did a video, email, conference type situation with everyone and said, listen, there's going to be a lot of layoffs coming. There's going to be a lot of people in the world that are going to be out of a job, unfortunately, because with what's going on. But you guys are safe. We are doing zero cuts. We are doing zero layoffs. We're doing zero salary reductions, because I wanted our people to know going through this that we are with them, and that no matter what happened, they could focus their time and sleep well knowing that they had a job, and they could focus their time on their friends and their family and the job and get through this together. And I know we're a small firm in the grand scheme of everything, but it was important to me that they knew that no matter what, we were going to do that and be through it. And this was before the government programs came out. So since then, I think a lot of other companies have taken the same stance, and though a lot of people are out of jobs right now, that will recover. Maybe not overnight, but that will recover. And so we can all just kind of do our part to try to make sure we're all doing something and moving forward together to get through this. I also want to say I'm proud of our clients. 99.9% of them rode this out. Maybe it's because we beat them up over the head all the time and say, oh, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. Because it is. Eventually, it always is. Not this happens, but versions of this happen. And maybe they've heard that so many times. So 99.9%, even more than that, have ridden this thing out great. In fact, a lot of people have been adding into it and saying, you know what, we think it's going to get fine too, and we want to take advantage of it and all those things. And the ones that are in a position they could do that, I think will benefit great from it. But I want to put a little perspective on this too, because the media sometimes doesn't, I think, do the best job of putting things in a true picture on all levels, or at least they sensationalize a little bit. And that is, if you look back 12 months ago from today, the market's actually only down 3%, maybe 3.5% from that point a year ago. No one ever talks about that. They talk about how bad it was, and it's starting to rebound, but how bad things were, and they should, because it was a shock. But the reality is we're only down 3% over the last 12 months. And that means, and that's normal. Like a negative 3% over 12 months, that happens. That's not shocking to anyone's portfolio over the grand scheme of things. And so I just want you to keep that in mind and don't lose sleep over that part of this. And there's other things in the world that we need to focus on. Your portfolio returns in the last 12 months isn't it. So don't get too hung up on that. The other thing I wanted to touch on is in your guys' situation, and I wanted to make sure people know that, but there are a lot of changes out there that have taken place. RMDs are not required anymore, for at least not for this year. Taxes have been pushed back at least a few months. There's a lot of government programs for any business owners out there. If you want to ever talk about that, we're getting pretty well versed on all of those different areas. And I guess that's the biggest thing I want to stress here is most of the people I've talked to, and I've talked to a lot of people in the last month or so, but most of the people I've talked to hasn't been around the markets or stocks or anything like that. It's been about big picture planning, life planning, coaching. Coaching's probably not the right word, but how to do a video, but been around just whatever is important in their lives, and they want someone else to talk to. There's a group of business owners I work with, and we're all in different backgrounds and stuff, and we just kind of talk about what we're going through, and just working through it together. And that's the big thing I want to make sure that we all understand is we're here for you. whichever advisor you work with, or me, or whoever, call, email, whatever, anytime you can, because we're there, and whatever you're asking, someone else is asking too. You're not alone. We're going to get through this. We always get through this. And we're here for you. We're here for our firm. We're here for our clients. We're here for your friends or whoever. Find someone to help. We can't all be nurses and doctors. We can't all go and do the heavy lifting on this, but we can all do our small parts. Like myself, I went to a local breakfast place and bought a whole bunch of gift certificates and said, just, keep the cash for now. And I'll use it down the road, but I want you guys to have cash because it's important that you guys are still there. It's very important to me that the businesses around here stay up and running. And that's the small thing I can do because I can't go be a nurse or doctor. So find something that you can do and do it. Try to help someone. And it'll make all of us a little bit better as we get through it. So call, email, write. I know this one's long, but we're here for you. So take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.